Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. Welcome to Wisdom Walk number 88. Double eights. Wow. Seems like yesterday I did Wisdom Walk number 1. But today Wisdom Walk is called The Day After. Yes, it's a little bit cloudy and chilly here in Southern California. It's supposed to get to about 70. Hopefully the clouds break up today. But we're going to get this done. So I am extremely excited today. Yesterday was probably one of the best days of my life. Not the best days. I can point out to many others. I'm marrying my amazing queen. I'm having my children, things like that. But yesterday was pretty special. So I wanted to do a wisdom walk the day after. The day after everything that happened yesterday happened. And some of you may not know what it was. Some of you missed the opportunity to witness. And I gave a lot of notice. I did a couple of posts, told a few people that, told everyone on my page, even highlighted it, that something special was coming. And you may want to join. So we had 185 people join yesterday and witness this groundbreaking humanitarian effort that Envy launched yesterday, which was tremendous. And I just wanted to share and make that at Wisdom Walk and talk a little bit about it, because as I go through life and I think about all the special events that's happened in the world and what type of meetings may have happened when Apple was being launched and Amazon was being launched and all these different things. And some people may say, hey, Clay, you're pretty arrogant to kind of put what we did yesterday as a team up with Amazon and Apple. Well, that's because you don't understand. And I put it up beyond what Apple's done. I think it's bigger than what Apple's done. I think it's bigger than what Amazon's done. And there's a reason why I think that. I think that because Apple and Amazon helps their board members. They don't help the everyday people like you and I. So I think it's bigger. I think what Envy accomplished is bigger than what those companies have accomplished, because we just got started. Yesterday was the first day. So I may have big dreams and hopes and aspirations, because I think it's truly special. And I think about how it impacted me and maybe why I'm doing that at this stage in my life as I come up to my 60th birthday at the end of this year, because I have a lot more sunsets behind me than I have in front of me. And what it's done, it's put me in a position now to help and to give back. So some of you may be watching me for the first time and don't fully understand what Envy's all about. And I'll break down what yesterday was like in a few moments. But for those of you that needs to pay catch up, you can go to Envy. And if one of our team members can put our page in comments right now for me, I'll appreciate it. So it's Envy social.group. You watch a 17-minute video, and then you watch a 7-minute video of how to get involved. Keep in mind, this is free. I don't charge. This is something I do because, again, I have more sunsets behind me than I have in front of me. And I want to give back, and I want to help, and I want to pay it forward. So as I think about the day after, I think about the emotion, the raw emotion that was done when the announcement was made yesterday, which, by the way, I'm not going to tell you the announcement, because my thought is, if I told you what we're going to do for you for free, some of you may just get involved because of your personal greed, because it's something that no one's ever done before. So I'm not going to advertise it. I'm not going to talk about it. If you want to know what it is, you're going to have to join the group and figure it out. And it's going to take you a little bit to figure out what it is. So you will be brought into the fold and brought into all the amazing things that you will learn before you may get that information. So that's why I'm not going to tell you, because I'm not going to entice you and give you this so you just run to that gift that I gave everyone, that amazing Golo that I gave everyone yesterday. So you're going to have to put in the work to get there. But as I think about how this affects our life and what envy has meant, and by the way, I'm in an envy quest right now because I'm doing my 15 minutes worth of getting my heart rate up, today, because we have an agreement, part of our covenant in envy, that you have to stay healthy, because no matter how successful you are, if you don't have the health to back it up, what good is all the success? It means nothing. So you better be healthy. So we have something in our group called Everything Health. And you have to go through this process, which I'm doing right now. In fact, Marlo is one of our team members, and he's the one that set up Everything Health. And he called me yesterday because I reached out to him and says, I want to get my stomach completely flat again. I feel a little bulge coming on. It's not that bad though, but I want to fix it before he gets there. And I messaged him. So he changed my exercise routine. And he texted me, he says, please call me about your health plan. And I said, do I have to? And he says, yes. I'm like, Marlo, you're killing me, buddy. Because one of the things I hate doing is working out. I hate it. But I rather do this than when I'm a little bit older. I'm spending my time in a hospital with tubes attached to my body. So I guess I'll put in the work now so I don't have to do that. So I says, hey, Marlo, can I just pay someone to do it for me? He goes, nope, it don't work that way. I said, darn it. Can you invent something to make it work that way? So he started laughing. So he put 6 exercises for me in my plan, and he upped my daily walking and the time that I do it. So I have to do it before breakfast because I'm getting older. So my body doesn't work the way you young cats' body works. And I have to do that every other day. And then I go through the exercise sequence that he gave me in between my walks. Whew. You can't see the big drop. But I just made the hill. I usually tackle the hardest part first. So, back to the day after. So now, all of everyone that's been following me now have a plan. What basically I did is I gave you this amazing Golo should you follow the plan of success. And this plan of success will help you take yourself to another level, take you to living life in your own terms, which is the key to envy. Whew, that hill was so tough. Now it's hot. So I think this may be the area that I drop. Hopefully it's a Sunday and I still keep you guys going. But it helps you live life on your own terms. When I talked about Amazon and I talked about Apple, and I tell you the significance of Envy Social is better in those companies. And let me tell you why I think that. Because we're actually out there changing people's lives one person at a time. And when I talk about changing lives, ladies and gentlemen, this is significant because I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know. I remember when it was Sunday and I wanted to squeeze the last bit out of the weekend. Squeeze every hour I can, because come tomorrow, I get to go back to work. And I go back to work to make ends meet, to make that dollar so I can pay my bills, keep a roof over my family's head. And in today's economy, and I'm only saying this because this is what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I heard the economy is bad. And I heard gas prices are bad. I really don't know what gas prices are. I heard food prices are really, really bad. And in this economy, sometimes you can't do it in one household again. You got the kids now, the spouse working to make ends meet. Pretty soon you're going to have the kids working if you haven't already. Then we're going to have to try to find a way to the pets to work to make a living. And that's pretty sad. So, can we fix that? Absolutely. Do I think we can fix it? Nope, I don't think we can fix it. I know we can fix it. You know why I know we can fix it? Because I'm living proof. And there are many of our team members that are living proof. Because every single one of you that are listening to my voice, I can tell you one thing for sure. You can live life on your own terms should you follow our system within 90 days if you pay attention and if you put in the work. But you don't have to. Yesterday, the day after, which is now, I have a significant, did I say the word significant? Look at that beautiful view, you guys. Even with the clouds, you can see the freeway all the way down there. How gorgeous. God's world. So I have a significant amount of pressure that's been released from me, because for the last several years, I've been dragging. Hello, Miss Debbie Ginocchio. Wow, a name from the past. Boy, do I love you and miss you. You and your amazing mom and your brother. Boy, do we have history. I sure hope you get involved with what I'm doing right now, because it's free and it's life-changing and you're the perfect person to get involved. But I'll leave that to you. Anyway, so the significance of what's happened because of yesterday. And by the way, if any of you were on that call yesterday, please write your comments so others can read it. Please share this live on your page. I'm going to make it, I'll make it public in a little bit so you can share it. But the significance of what happened yesterday, to me personally, is this weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Oops, almost twist my ankle. This weight has been lifted off my shoulders because I no longer have to drag you screaming and kicking by your hair, by your arms, by your feet, by whatever, to success. I've completely laid out the plan. And all of you that were on the meeting yesterday, or all of you that's part of NV Social, knows what everything legacy means. And everything legacy means leaving a legacy for your family. And the gift that's been given to you by that has never been done before. So again, I will never speak of that gift publicly. You'll have to find it in your own. But that's been given to you. So now there's no excuses. Now I don't have to worry about dragging you to success, because we have the success plan. We know what we're doing. We know where we're heading, and we know what we need to do on a daily basis. So now, if I see you stumbling, or if I see you not doing what you're supposed to be doing, I just smile and I pray for you. That's all I can do. There's nothing else that I can do. I've done everything I can. Yesterday was the final cherry on top. Yesterday was the most significant thing that I've ever done in my life as far as business. So if you get it from there, if you figure it out from there, then God has blessed you to understand that He's now sent you a bus. He sent you a boat. He sent you a helicopter. Yesterday was a helicopter. What you choose to do, there's something crawling on me, sorry. What you choose to do now is completely up to you. And for those of you that don't understand, the bus, the boat, and the helicopter, I will probably speak of it in this short time right now, just so you can have a reference to understand. So there was a gentleman in a flood that it was getting bad, and he thought that he doesn't need to change and he doesn't need to leave his home. So it started getting bad, and a bus pulled up and said, "Sir, you need to get in this bus. These floodwaters are getting really, really bad." And he goes, "No, I'm good." And it got worse, and a boat came by and said, "Sir, it's getting really, really bad. You need to get in this boat." He goes, "No, I'm good." So he didn't get in the boat. Then the floodwater got to the second story. He had to get on the roof, and a helicopter came by to try to pluck him off the roof. And he goes, "No, I think this is about as bad as it's going to get. I'm going to stay here." And then, of course, he met his demise. And when he went to the pearly gates of heaven, he asked God, I'm young. Why did you do this to me? God said to him, "I sent you a bus, I sent you a boat, and I sent you a helicopter, and you did nothing. So yesterday, I sent you everything that you needed to become successful, to put your life in a position to live life on your own terms. What you do with it at this point is up to you. I'm no longer going to drag you to success. I'm no longer going to pull you and beg you and plead with you and give you my attitude when I see you're going the wrong way. I'm just going to smile and pray for you. That's all I'm going to do. Because, in fact, tonight I'm doing a Q&A at 6 p.m. Pacific time, PDT, to go over the legacy program, to see if anybody has any questions. I just realized normally I do 15 minutes, but since Marlo has me doing double now, I had to hit another hill. Thank you, Marlo. So now I'm in, 27 minutes? No, 17 minutes. Ooh, another 13 to go. But that's okay. I'm going to do it because success demands that I do it. Anyway, so tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to do a Q&A and go over the details of it so everybody fully understands. And I call it, let's have an understanding before we have a misunderstanding. And that's a beautiful way to look at things because I don't want you to misunderstand. So we're going to have an understanding before we have a misunderstanding. And this process that we're going to go through is not easy, but it's very, very simply laid out. And one thing I can assure you is NB Social is a lot simpler to do than your other alternative. And what might that other alternative be? Have a job, have a career. And I call NB Social a calling. So there's the hill that I start up. So I'm going to try to go down. Maybe it'll take me 13 minutes to do that. Anyway, so I call it a calling because the other portion of this is for you to go to work every day and get that paycheck and make someone else's dreams come true, because that's pretty much what we do as a job. I've been there, had that. I remember having a job and taking the Mercedes-Benz dealership in Buena Park, California, to the #1 store in the world, #1. And when Mr. Donahue decided to sell it to AutoNation for $75 million about 20-something years ago, I got a big fat zero. And I made his dream come true. And all the employees made his dream come true. And he got that big check. And may God rest his soul. Now his son got that big check. His son and his daughter. Now they're rolling in massive amount of cash because of the efforts of all the employees. So then we have people that go, yeah, I get that. I understand that. So I'm going to go be an entrepreneur myself and have a whole bunch of employees work for me. And then they can make me rich. Well, that's true. And oh, by the way, some people call multi-level marketing, which I don't do anymore, a pyramid. And for those of you that's in multi-level marketing, I understand. I get it. And I know you get that hard sale about, oh, that sounds like a pyramid. Well, that job I just explained is exactly the same concept. There's someone at the top. There's management below. There's employees below. That's a pyramid, if you want to look at it that way. That's just ridiculous that people don't understand what they don't understand. So anyway, so you now decide to be an entrepreneur, and you have all these employees trying to make your dreams come true. And I think about that because I've been there. I've owned businesses. And I think about that. And the thought behind it is, yes, you own the business, but do you really? Do you own the business? Marlo, I see you popping on my live. Look, my friend, look, my legs hurt, my back hurts, my toenails hurt, my hair hurts, the tip of my nose hurts, everything hurts because you're making me do this. I'm just kidding, my friend. I appreciate you more than you know. I love you for doing this for us for free. Marlo, I love you for doing this for us for free. What an amazing man you are, to just giving back. And hey, God says that he or she who gives to his kingdom and his people will be blessed forever. So Marlo, thank you. And I am doing my 30 minutes. I promised you I would yesterday, so I am. I'm on minute number 21, 9 more minutes to go. So anyway, so I was talking about, see how I jump around? Anyway, so I'm just so happy this morning. You guys have no idea how happy I am after yesterday's meeting. So I have that business, and I think I own this business, but in reality, I don't own the business because the business owns me. Let me repeat that. I don't own the business because the business owns me. So those of you that are entrepreneurs and own your own business, my question to you is, if you stop doing what you do on a daily basis to run that business, are you going to get paid? Probably not. And if you're not going to get paid, then you don't own the business. The business owns you. And then you get to the third portion of life, which is figuring out a way for your money to work for you and to have passive income coming in. Thank you, Marlo. Passive income coming in so you can, and by the way, I know Marlo has a business and he owns his business for helping people work out and stuff like that in whatever state. I can't even remember whatever state he's in. So please support his business. We need to support each other more anyway, until we get to the point of my third thing that I'm talking about. So a few years ago, I figured something out. I figured out, and we all know this, there's 24 hours in a day. And we can't work 24 hours because if we work 24 hours, our body won't sustain. Our body needs to go to sleep so we can create those cells so we can be healthy. So we can't work 24 hours a day. But one thing I do know that works 24 hours a day is money. Money works 24 hours a day. It don't need exercise. It don't need this 30-minute walk that Marlo's making me do right now. And then tomorrow he's going to make me do some other exercises. Money don't need that. Money just does what it does. So once I figured that out, that was the third level of life. And I realized that, hey, since I can't outwork money, why would I want to try? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why would you try to outwork something that you can't outwork? So I figured I'll have my money work for me. So I call the money that you have, that's called parents. And parents have babies, right? And I only spend the babies. I don't spend the parents, because if you spend the parents can't have any more babies. So there was a young lady that is very, very quiet in our team, in our team meetings, but she's always there. She's a sister of one of my friends. Well, they're both friends, obviously, but one of my superstars is coming up into business in his quest to living life in his own terms. He's a level 2 right now, meaning he owns his own business, and he's getting it. He understands it, and I see him making some moves, which is Mr. Anthony Williams. And his sister called me yesterday. We were on the phone for about 40 minutes, and she was telling me about, that she's been with Envy for 3 years now, and she's had some setbacks in her life. And she was telling me about some of the setbacks that, cost her $15,000 or cost her $20,000 to do some things that she wasn't expecting. Some things that life happens, right? We all know life happens. And she said because of Envy, she was able to afford those things. And it just made me feel so good. It just made me feel so amazing because of the principles and the teachings that I've done. She was able to afford things like, a funeral, different things that happen. There's some sicknesses going in her family, and she was able to pay some bills that she didn't have to find the money for, or do what most people do, is put money on a credit card, and then you're in debt for And you put money in a credit card and you think the interest rate is about 20% or 25%, and it's really about 400% interest rate. If you don't know what I mean about that, maybe you should join Envy Social so I can teach you, so I can educate you. Not educate you, but educate you on what that is. And for those of you that have that mortgage, that you think you got that 3% or that 4% interest rate, it's lies. Your interest rate's 110, 120%. So I can prove that to you also. But you don't have to listen to me. Just keep paying the man until you're 80 years old. See how that works out for you. But anyway, that's my little way of sarcasm. So back to the weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. Hey, Marlo, I got 5 minutes left and I'm coming up to the house, buddy. So I'm going to have to pass the house because of you and put in another 5 minutes. See how you are? Anyway, so talking about the weight that are lifted off my shoulders. So now when people don't follow the rules and follow the system, I used to get really, really angry. And this friend that was talking to me yesterday, she says, when you're on your Zoom and I know that you're frustrated, you lean back in your chair and you start rocking. I start laughing. She says, when I'm watching with my family, she goes, I tell him, look at his body language. I can tell when he's getting upset. And I start cracking up. And she said to me, she says, you should go look back at some of your videos and see how it is. So yeah, and that stuff stresses me out. Yeah, Marlo, I could walk into my house right now and go in my backyard and go feed the fish because I'm home. But I can't because I got another 4 minutes left. So I got to pass the house and go up the other street. Marlo. So anyway, she says that you have to you start rocking back in your chair, and you have the smile, but it's an angry smile. And I released all that yesterday because of the program that we announced, which is Everything Legacy. So now I have a new rule, and I'm going to discuss this tonight in our meetup. I'm getting close to ending, you guys. I just wanted you guys to spend my first 30 minutes with me today and enjoy my first 30 minutes since Marlo has pushed me to this level. So anyway, the new word I'm going to do, instead of being upset or rocking back in my chair, whenever you do something silly or you break a rule, something that you're not supposed to be doing, I'm just going to respond to you, legacy. That's going to be my key word now. I'm going to just use that word. And if you see me type in a message legacy to you, you better straighten up because you're doing something wrong. So that's going to be my key. I'm just going to type the word legacy. Whenever you mess up, instead of me getting upset and saying a whole bunch of stuff to you, I'm just going to type the word legacy. And if you can't figure it out from there, I'll pray for you. That's all I can do. So since I'm down to 3 minutes, thank you, Marlo. Let me say hi to a few people. Hey, Eric. Hey, Tim. Hi, Troy. Miss Bridget Shaw. Wow. One of those longtime friends for like a lifetime. It's kind of sad that the friendship hasn't gone the way it should. Very, very close to her husband. And, well, that's another story. I'm going to leave that one alone. Hey, Mike. How you doing, sir? Omar. Wow. I'm not sure how long you watch, Mr. Omar. Mr. Omar is a very, 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 did I say the word very? Very successful man. I sure hope he joins my cause because he can add some depth to our cause because he's very, very successful. And I hope he does, but that's going to be up to him. He can make that decision if he wants to. Okay, I'm going to turn back because I'm close to my 30 minutes. Hey, Robert, congratulations on your MMM today, sir. I should have just typed the word legacy to you, but I didn't tell you guys about that yet this morning when you didn't finish step number 8. But I did get your message, and you did finish step number 8 now, or you're doing it right now, so congratulations. Normally, I'll just write the word legacy, and then you're going to have to figure out what I mean. So there you have it. But congratulations on your MMA. You'll be debt-free in a few years from now. Cannot wait for you to live life in your own terms. Hey, Joe. Hey, James. 2 James in a row. Mr. Newton, thank you for all your help in helping our children learn. He's an amazing teacher here in California. And I feel really, really bad sometimes for teachers and law enforcement because they don't pay them enough for what they do. Here's this man raising the next generation and they pay him peanuts. Then we have all these law enforcement agencies that put their life on the line for us. Some of them lose their life in the line of duty protecting us. And, oh, I'm home. Marlo, I'm done, buddy. I'm done. Ugh. So I'm going to sit here and just relax for a couple of minutes. My 30 minutes is done. So let me end it with saying a few things. So I'm going to sit here and relax for a minute. Marlo, you're killing me, buddy. You're killing me. So James, I appreciate all that you do. Hi, Pam. Hey, Maria. Maria, I'm looking for some big things from you. Hey, Mike. How you doing? JJ, how you doing? Mr. Mike Crossman, I will see you in a couple of weeks in our Palm Springs retreat. Can't wait to meet you and your amazing queen. PJ, how you doing, sir? Marjorie, I know you want it bad, my friend. You just got to put in that work. You got to put in that work. And Debbie, I see you said me too. Debbie, hope you can call me today. I wish you called me today. Just give me a call. Let's see. Dan, how you doing, sir? Stephen, Stephen and his beautiful wife, Danielle. Wow. I had to give them a little hot sauce the other day. In fact, Hubert Humphrey, one of my mentors, because I've been mentored by 2 billionaires, told me something about mustard. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to change my word from legacy to mustard. That's what I'm going to do. I got it. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll tell that story tonight at our meeting. You guys will love it. It's going to be called hot mustard. And I learned this from Hubert. So I had to give Stephen a little mustard, him and his wife, a little mustard a week ago to get them to do what they had to do. But let me tell you guys a story real quick about mustard. So Hubert said with race horses. Now, I never verified this. I'm just going to go by my mentor that told me this. He said with race horses, when they're not performing very well, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they take a big old glop of hot mustard, and they put, of course, they use their gloves, and they take this hot mustard and they shove it up the, you know what, of the horse, and that gets the horse going. So I think that's good. I'm not going to use the word legacy. I'm going to use the word mustard. So whenever if you see me type reply to you mustard, you know what I mean. So there you have it. So that's going to be our new word, mustard. Thank you. The Holy Spirit just gave me that word. That's beautiful. Okay. Hey, Dan. Let's see. Rosalind, how you doing? Hey, Doug. Mr. Charles McDowell, my brother-in-law, with my beautiful, you guys know my niece that I adore and do all these little things with, and she blesses our lives so much, and she brings so much joy to my life. That's her daddy right there. So, hey, Charles, how you doing? Mr. Perry, how are you? Hi, Lillian. Lillian is about as loyal as they come. She's been with me since Fire Fan. Wow. I don't even know how many years ago that was. Ooh, talk about loyalty. Ooh, that woman is loyal. Her and her amazing partner. Anyway, Ron, how you doing, sir? Ron, wow, another one that goes way, 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 way back. He used to be involved with me with a business I used to own called what's it called? Auto Glass Repair, way back when. Hi, Janet. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Delroy. Tommy Mack, Billy Mack's brother. How you doing, bud? Tommy, you know what? I'm gonna call you out right now, my friend. You've been commenting and watching me for years. But guess what? You need some mustard, buddy, because you ain't doing nothing. So go ahead and keep that job. See how that works out for you. So it is what it is. Don't know what to tell you, my friend. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. So there you have it. So anyway, mustard is the word of the day. Love you all. Thank you so much for enjoying, Thank you so much for allowing me to spend some time with you on my first day of the 30-minute workout. Or thank you again, Marlo. Anyway, love you all. Take care, everybody. And Wisdom Walk number 88 comes to an end. See all of you tonight on our Q&A for Everything Legacy at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm going to change this live right now to public so you can share it on your page. Okay, love you all. Take care, everybody. Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.